I want to ask you the thing that radicalized me a lot in this space and what I'm getting personal shit for right now, which I want to get into. I was a big advocate for marriage equality, gay marriage, like earlier on in my life. I still am. I think that, I have so many homosexual members of my life and community that I love dearly and that are part of the LGBT community. And yes, T is included in that, by the way. And a friend of mine who will be coming on this show, by the way, next week, who is a member of the transgender community, who's a friend. But I will say the thing that radicalized me during COVID was Lia Thomas. I was pregnant at the time. And for people that don't know, it's the swimmer, the Penn swimmer that beat all the women. And you look at the championship on the boards and just so much taller, so much stronger. And I just thought this is not right. And we're not living in reality. And as we were talking offline, my basic problem with this is that I feel like I'm being asked to parrot a lie, that I'm being asked to say that there are no differences between biological men and biological women, and that I can potentially put myself in a position of harm and other women in harm. I have two young girls. My daughter Liberty is an incredible swimmer. She was literally just at swim class today. It's very important to me that we continue this with her because she loves it so much. Why do you think this is always the issue? This is always the issue that will get you canceled. It's always the issue that gets people hysterical. It's always the issue that gets you disinvited places. And I'm going to get into the fact that I probably will never be able to make an appearance on Watch What Happens Live again, despite the fact that I've been on, I think, 40 times since I was 23. So I just want to ask you really quick, why is this the issue in your life that this people get so hysterical about?
I don't know. And I will say this. I agree with you. This is the one now that is the third rail that gets you kicked out of any friend group. But COVID was that for me. And if you take, part of it was I started from the very beginning from March 2020. I was like, hell no, the schools need to be open. This is not dangerous for children. This is an extreme violation of our civil liberties. And we all forget now it's 5 years later, but that was
Oh yeah.
heretical. You could, and I was on the left. So, I spent my life as a left of center Democrat until literally March 2020, when I was like, what the is going on? This is all a big lie. You can't even ask a question. And then I saw the censorship and, everything that they said they were doing was to protect everything. You can laugh at me as a as a conservative, but I was a Democrat because the Democrats believed in free speech. They were anti-war. They were supposed to stand up for the little guy. And I think those things were true. I've been a big proponent of gay marriage. I've marched, and I can't tell you how many gay pride parades for myself, as well as a member of, my Levi's team. I still believe in that stuff, and the Democrats don't anymore. And that just kind of became very clear to me during COVID. And I would say the lies were just as egregious then. But this one lights people on fire, people that maybe didn't question that because it's such an obvious lie, Megan, right? Like, we all know men and women are different. And for you to look me in the eye, crazy person, and tell me just because someone wakes up one day and declares themselves to be female, they have no physical advantage and they're actually a woman now. Are you kidding me? Like, no one can abide this. That's why 80% of Americans agree with us. So I don't have a good answer for you as to why, but it's just the next thing. Do you really think this one's worse than, I posted something the other day about, like, first it was BLM, then it was masks, then it was vaccines. Then it was, pride. Now it's the trans flag. Then it's Ukraine. Then it's pro-Palestine. Like, what? I don't know. And you can't question anything. You can't have divergent views on anything from the far left of the party. And shame on the left for allowing the most radical, insane people to take the mic and bully everybody else. That's why people like me are leaving the party in droves.